Hi guys, it's Amy, your golf coach. Welcome to Beginner Series Level 2. Today we'll be talking about the top of the backswing as promised, the left shoulder position. Left shoulder position is really going to be the key factor to complete your coil and really use that coil for the downswing, for power, accuracy, distance, all that good stuff. Let's get started. Subscribe, like, comment down below how your golf game is. Now, back to the golf lesson. If you compare the left shoulder position between professionals and regular amateurs, kind of looks like this. Most of the pros, they are able to keep their spine angle from the setup and turn around it so the shoulders turn more perpendicular to the spine angle, and now the left shoulder looks a lot deeper. But whereas the most common fault I see with regular golfers is to have the left shoulder higher than the professionals. So when this happens, now watch, their spine angle goes up so they move away from the golf ball. So one of the two things could happen mostly. In the downswing, because you've gone up, you'd have to dip down to try and make contact with the golf ball, and then moving up and down. This could really cause inconsistent contact with the golf ball, making you hit it thin and fat. And also, if you're not moving up and down to make up that high left shoulder, you could actually go cast down to try and make contact with the golf ball that's now farther away. And we don't want either one of those two because it's just lowering the chances of getting the club face on plane square with a lot of speed. So we'll be losing a lot of distance and accuracy. We don't want that. And also, if you are going higher with the left shoulder at the top, now what happens is instead of completing the coil this way, completing the coil, now you're completing the backswing by going upwards. So you're losing a lot of coil power. You're going to try and create power somehow because the coil isn't there, and you could get your upper body into it, making the club go over the top, or you could yank through to try and create power, which is gonna cause thin, fat, left-right shots, really weak in power. So we really want to get that left shoulder in the correct position to complete our coil. So now we understand what the good position is and why the high left shoulder is not welcome. Now, time for the Aimee drill. If you have a whole way perfect, if not, you can pretend to have two walls on your sides. What you're going to do is you're going to get into deeper setup angle than usual, just like a couple degrees deeper than usual. And you're going to pick out your chest high area. It's right there. And then you're going to set up with your palms facing each other, and you're going to turn, tap the chest high, tap, 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 and you really won't be able to breathe. It feels like you are doing a core, twisting core workout. So this is teaching you how your body should feel when you're turning your left shoulder in the correct plane. Boom, boom. It's strengthening, it's giving you flexibility, mobility, and also teaching you the right positions. So it's really exaggerated. Now, huffing and puffing, even though I didn't do that many, it's really going to help you in those areas. A fantastic thing you can do indoors and get really friendly with the right left shoulder position. Now, step 2 is we're going to exaggerate it a little more. We picked the chest high. Now we're gonna get into the same little bit deeper position, and then we're gonna pick out the knee height. And we're gonna go, you guessed it, touch the knee on the wall. Tap, 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 tap. Really feel that left shoulder turning low and right shoulder turning low as well. Boom. Whew. So I want you to start with maybe like 10 times and then just up your sets. 10 repetitions, 2 sets, and then you can go up to like 15 times, 3 sets. Just really, the more you do it, the better your coil is gonna get, and really get that left shoulder going nice and low and not feel uncomfortable doing that. Alright guys, we hit on the left shoulder position, which is going to complete your coil. In the next lesson, we'll still focus on the top of the backswing because we gotta focus on the hand position as well, right? Now you get that beautiful hip turn and shoulder position going. In the next lesson, let's finish up that setting at the top of the backswing so you can compress the golf ball like the pros do. Hope you guys were able to follow along. If you have more questions, please come to my website's Ask Aimee section. Leave your questions and comments there. I usually check those before anywhere else. Thanks for golfing with me and see you in the next one. Mwah!